short while. So this is the date range, and you can make this date range whatever you like. First time you run the report, I would test it with a shorter date range and maybe select 1 or 2 year groups. Again, depending on how much you use the conduct module, it will take longer to run. Our training day doesn't have much in it, so I'm going to leave the default dates as they are for the whole year, and I'm just going to accept both of these parameters here and click OK. And here's the report. Keep an eye on the bottom left-hand corner here for how many lines there are in the report. It went through too quickly for you to see, but it depends on, say, how much you use the module. Here they are. Here it is. Now, by default, this report is showing you a split of all the behaviour incidents by year. It's counting the number of behaviour incidents by year. Why is it showing you split by year? Well, because it's ticked over here as year, but if you untick that, you can tick anything else you like, or more than one thing, and it will split those bar charts by whatever you choose to split by. If I put it back to what it was, there's the year. I can see, for example, that most of the behaviour, or the worst behaviour, seems to be in year 9. And the way to use this is to use the power of these pivot charts to split this exactly as you want. And you'll see the options you've got down here. You've got SEN, G&T, EAL, period, class, teacher, subject, recorded by, type, all sorts of ways you can split this up. So if I, for example, didn't want to look at it by the year group, but I want to look at it by behaviour type, if I unclick the year over there and this time choose behaviour type, there it is by all the different behaviour types and so on. Now, whatever I choose to click over here, I can see, for example, that not equipped for lesson is the most highly used one here. Whatever I choose to click over here, if I then click on the analysis, that same split is done in a table, and I can then choose, if I wish to double click through to see the actual names of the pupils who are in that grouping and which class they were in, and so on, if it's been filled in, and we need any comments that were in there and so on. Every time I click on a double click through the numbers, I get this new chart, this new sheet comes up, but if I just click back to the chart again, I've got it all set up. So let's start with where we looked at before. If I say I'll get rid of the type here, and I'll put it back to year, let's show you how you can split it up by whatever you want, but you'll soon get the hang of this. So I can see, as I said, that most of the problem seems to be in year 9. If I then use this filter down here and just look at year 9, there it is, just year 9. I'd like to see which registration group that is. I can then click on registration group. It's 9F that seems to be a problem. Is it a boy-girl thing? Let's click on gender. That splits it by, oh, what a surprise, more boys than girls. And as I said, if I then click on the analysis, I can see that 9F boys, who are they? There they are, and it seems to be mainly just 3 or 4 pupils, and the details of it are shown there. Back to the chart. One small point here, at the moment, this is counting, not adding up, counting the number of incidents that have happened. If I want to show the number of points, if you've got more than 1 point allocated for some incidents, all you need to do is just change this value down here, click on the value field settings and click on sum, and in our case it won't make much difference. Obviously it'll change the figures to be numbers of points rather than numbers of incidents, depending on what you want to do. Very easy to use, and as I say, very powerful indeed. Just one more filter. I'm going to use a live school just to demonstrate this. So forgive me if I don't click through to the names of the pupils here. If I open this one up here, this is a real schools pivot chart for that very same data, and you can see there year 9 is exactly the same. I don't want to look at year though. I would like to look at the subjects. Now, a lot of these are blank. Why is it blank? Well, because in Sims, when you record your register, if you open your register up, the way you want to record the incident in your classroom is by right-clicking it and recording the incident in this way here, which then counts it. If I look at that incident now, for that student, you'll see it's recorded the fact that it was in RE in that particular lesson. If that is blank, for whatever reason, because it hasn't been done in the lesson, then I'm afraid it won't capture which subject it's in. But that aside, and that's what's happened here. Lots of these have not been recorded in lessons. It needn't be. They could be not recorded in lessons, but I don't want to know about those ones. So I'm going to remove those blanks from the list here by just simply unticking it. There it is, and I can see now the split of things across the subjects here. I could if I want to, but I won't do. Click the names of the teachers. But if I want to zoom in on those science classes, here they are. Here's science. I just do this to remove the ones I don't want. Click on science. There it is. I can then click on the class, and it will show me the particular classes where they are, and I could split that down and look at the individual pupils as well. Very